So Ajay, you can start. Like I have started streaming, so you can start it like with an intro and everything.
Okay, so welcome all. We are going to start our Salesforce Admin workshop. So today agenda, first we need to understand why we are going to start this particular course. And when we start this particular course, then we start with the basic term, that is cloud computing. And we need to understand the Salesforce CRM basic terminology and different Salesforce additions, right? So first of all, why we are going to start this particular course? Basically, the concept that behind this particular course, basically what we are trying to do, we divide this particular course in 10 session. Basically, for each upcoming session, we will provide you updates, right? Basically, in every Saturday at 7 p.m. we start this particular session. If there is any change or anything, then we will update you, right? Those who will join all the 10 session and complete a Salesforce admin project, right? After the 10 session, will get a 3-month training certificate and will also get a chance of job, right? Basically, this particular course is aligned with the official Salesforce certification. That means Salesforce admin certification course. After completing this particular course, now you will be master the core administration features of Salesforce, right? And as we know, uh, this times Salesforce is a, you can say, number one CRM tool, right? With our Salesforce administration certification training course, you are able to complete all the required or main features of your Salesforce. Basically, we are covering the Salesforce Sale Cloud, basically, right? So before starting Salesforce, first we need to understand what is the term cloud computing, right? Basically, in the today's scenario, where each and everything is performed over the internet, right? Then why we are installing the software? Simple. We are also using the features of uh, cloud, right? So cloud computing, basically we are using internet to deliver of hardware and software and services instead of keeping all the thing at local level, right? So we can say cloud computing is nothing but supplying of resources such as your application, your network services, and your storage. We are using remotely. That means using internet connection. That means these particular services, like before, if you want to use any particular software, then what you need to do, you need to install that particular software in your system, configure, and then you can utilize. Right nowadays, there is no need to install a specific software. Maybe that particular software provided as a services by other user, and you can utilize the software that is installed and configured in other service providers system, and you can utilize, right? So that is cloud computing. And for cloud computing, what we required simple a browser and a net connection, right? So in cloud computing, we have software as a services, infrastructure as a services, and platform as a services, right? So first of all, we need to understand what is software as a services, right? Software as a services model, it provides with the access of application software. You can say it is on demand software. You don't have to worry about the installation and configure and running of the application. Now, this particular work is of your service provider. Basically, they will do for you, right? You just have to pay and use it, right? That means you are a client and you are getting the services of a that particular software, and that services provider will keep all the things up to date for you. What you need to do, just you need to pay and utilize the thing. There is no need to install that particular software in your system, right? uh, in nowadays, number of software is now freely available. That means you can directly utilize these kind of software, right, from the service provider. Like we have Google app, where you can utilize their office, like they provide Word, spreadsheet, and PowerPoint presentation kind of things, where you can develop your PPTs. And we have some advantages, as well as we can say we have some limitations. The limitations of these kind of software is simply you need to use as they are provided by the service provider. If they are paid, then you can, maybe you can upgrade or customize the things, right? The next thing is platform as a services, right? Cloud offer a development platform, that means environment and tools to create a new online application. This include your operating system, programming language, execution environment, database, and web servers. Like we take an example, Amazon web servers, Heroku, Force.com, Google App Engine, Apache. Basically, these you can say they are platform as a services, right? The main advantage, rapid development, it save your time and cost. And disadvantages, this simple, when we have some advantages, so we can have some limitations, right? So limitation with the tools and languages, that is specific to vendor. That means if you are using the things, so we have to use the things as the provided by the vendor. Now, next is infrastructure as a services. Allow existing application to run on the cloud supplier. That means we are using uh, infrastructure of the service provider. You can you have the choice of virtual computer, where you can select, configure CPU, memory, and storage, right? That is required to run your application, right? The whole cloud infrastructure, such as server, routers, hardware, and load balancing server, firewalls, storage, and other network equipment. You can say they are provided as a infrastructure as a services, right? That means there's no need to purchase and configure the things in your office. What you are doing, you are just using the things that is provided by the some service provider from remote location, right? So we taken an example, some common example of software as a services, platform as a services, and infrastructure as a services. For software as a services, we have Google Apps, Dropbox, Salesforce, right? And for platform as a services, we can take an example of Azure, Heroku, Force.com, Google App Engine. And for infrastructure as a services, we have some Microsoft Azure, Amazon Web Services, and Google Compute Engine. So they are, you can say they are the service provider and provide the services specific to the software, platform, or infrastructure, right? Now, then we move to the term CRM, that is customer relationship management. Basically, you can say CRM is a kind of software that is utilized by company to manage all the departments, right? We take an example, in every organization, maximum each one organization has a sales department, marketing department, right? Or they have their customer services. So, with the help of CRM, you can say we have one single umbrella where all the department working together and using a single centralized database, and that database is used by different department. So we can say the information that is maybe input by one department can be utilized by other department. So this is the advantage of CRM, right? So by implementing CRM in any organization, you can say organization is not dependent on any person. Now organization is dependent on the system, because all the information is stored in a common database, and that particular database can be utilized by any department, right? So nowadays, every organization is going to implement CRM. So if we talk about Salesforce, so Salesforce you can say is one of the best CRM that is available, right? So we start with the Salesforce. Salesforce is nothing but a platform as a services, right? Provided by the company that is Salesforce.com, right? So in this particular course, we are covering the admin part, right? Basically, when we talk about Salesforce platform, the platform is provided development environment into two forms: declarative approach and programmatic approach. Now, if we talk about declarative approach, now in declarative approach, basically we are talking about the admin part, right? Where there is no need to write any code, right? We have some tools. We can say we have some wizard-based system that can be utilized to perform your task, right? And if we talk about programmatic approach, uh, sometimes we need to implement such kind of things that is not possible to implement with the help of declarative approach, right? So in that particular case, we need to customize the thing. And for customize the thing, we need to write code. So in Salesforce, we can also write code, and then programming language that we are going to use is Apex programming language. That is very much similar to your Java. Now, hence the application in Salesforce can be built using either or both of the two approaches. The one is declarative approach using point and click wizard in a browser, required complete understanding of the force.com concept and toolkit, right? That means if you want to implement declarative approach, or you can say administration of Salesforce, then you need to you need to have understanding of all the tools that is available in your Salesforce. And second one is programmatic approach. With the help of code, right, you can do anything that you want. That is basically not possible with the help of declarative approach. Now, other possibility of the Salesforce.com platform. The Salesforce platform provide pre-developed application, right, that were built in the platform itself. It provides data storage to store your information. So an organization could use that application as it is to store and manage the customer data. Uh, when we talk about as it is, that means we have some application in the Salesforce. When we open our Salesforce, we have a you can say sale cloud, we have service cloud, right? So when we talk about sale cloud, so there is some application that is pre-created in the system, then you can utilize as it is. If you want to modify the things, you can modify according to your requirement, right? In Salesforce, we have some pre-defined application, right? And we can also create some custom application, right? We can track customer activities. We can interact with the other user within a platform using tool that is known as chatter, that work like a Facebook, right? That is work within an organization, right? That means number of user can interact with each other. They can post and can get reply just like comments, right? We can capture inquiry from company website to Salesforce database automatically. That is known as web to lead. So Salesforce platform is a web-based CRM platform, right? So what is a Salesforce CRM? It is a web-based CRM application where user can log in using internet connection. And if we talk about Salesforce, right, then every user must have a user ID to log in into your system, right? We will talk about the kind of platform, you can say the kind of addition we have in Salesforce, right? So every addition has their own features and limitations. Now, it helps to manage an organization interaction with your customer. It provides platform to develop new application using tool and programming language. It also helps to integrate other system, right? That means with the help of Salesforce allow you to interact with other system. Suppose we have like WhatsApp, we have like Gmail. You want to share information. That means if you want to get all your emails from Gmail into your Salesforce system, then that can be possible, right? So in Salesforce, we have integration concept that allow you to interact with other system, right? It is categorized into different tools such as Sale Cloud, Service Cloud, right? Chatter and Marketing Cloud. Even we have Commerce Cloud. So in this particular course, we are talking only about Sale Cloud, right? Now this is a developed application, software as a services, right? Existing in a Salesforce platform. That means when we log into the Salesforce first time, then we get an application that is known as Sales Cloud. This is a CRM platform, and hence will have common database and other automation feature to track and manage the customer data related to sale activity, such as lead follow-up, meetings, lead to customer conversion, right? So these kind of activity we can perform with the help of Sale Cloud, right? So the advantage of Sale Cloud, you can sell your product, manage your customer, manage your connection, and you can close your deal. That means you can finalize your deal. If we talk about Service Cloud, right, after sale, what you need to do, you need to provide the better services, right? So you can say Service Cloud is just like your help desk kind of thing, right? Or you can say customer support thing, right? This is a developed application existing in a Salesforce platform. This is a CRM platform and hence provide a common database, right? And it also provides some automate features to track and manage your customer data related to support activity. And you can say when we talk about help desk system, then customer raise a issue and the system provide the fix over that. So it help customer to find the solution of their issue. It also provide the it increase the productivity. Increase the productivity in this sense. Suppose there's some issue that is already faced by any particular customer, so we can go to the community and check if there is the same kind of issue, then maybe that particular solution help to me, right? So it increase the productivity, reduce the cost, and gain visibility into your services. Now about Salesforce architecture, it is multi-tenanted. That means a number of user using the same resources, right? The next is automatic upgrades. Basically, when we talk about software, so for every software, if there is new version available, then what you need to do, you need to upgrade, right? But in the case of Salesforce automatically upgrade all the things, right? All your application are automatically upgraded to the latest version of the Salesforce 3 times in a year without any rollout, right? So there is no need to configure the things manually. Uh, Salesforce automatically take care of all the upgradation, right? Subscriptions. Salesforce.com price is largely based on per user per month subscription model, right? That means you need to purchase uh, a particular Salesforce edition to work with, right? The Salesforce pricing model is relatively straightforward, right? Anyone can purchase the account. But when we talk about learning purpose, so Salesforce also provide one account that is known as developer account that is freely available. Anyone can create an account and utilize the services, right? So if they are providing the things for free, so we can say there is some limitation. And limitation is, you can say, number of user. We cannot create more than two user in a developer edition. Second, only one user is allowed into this login into the system at a time. There is a limitation related to space or number of record you are able to create. Even there is a limitation number of application you are able to create in your developer account, right? But we can utilize all the features that is a part of your Salesforce, right? So advantages of salesforce.com platform: it automatically upgrade 3 times a year, right? And we can say it provide all the features that is required to create a app, right? You can say when we talk about any other language, so in any other languages we have like front end, back end, and you can say some business logic. Now in today's application, every application work like MVC architecture, model view controller, right? So Salesforce is also provide the same of activity. We have model, we have view, we have a controller, right? That means also provide the concept of objects where you can save your information, right? And it also provide programming languages that is Apex, right? Nowadays we are also using LWC that work basically on JavaScript. So with the help of programming languages, you can write your business logic, right? It also provide your view. View means you can from where you can interact with your system, right? So in Salesforce, you can also create your user interface. So all the stuff that is required to build your application, or you can say a web-based application, you can build with the help of Salesforce. Uh, Now, Salesforce also provide API integration with other application easily. That means with the help of Salesforce, you can interact with other application, and you can say share information, right? Also, we have one concept that is known as app exchange, right? As in an Android mobile, if you want to install any app, then what we do, we use Google Play Store, right? With the help of Google Play Store, you can download any application and utilize. Similarly, in Salesforce, we have a app exchange. Basically, app exchange is a services that is provided by Salesforce, where you can download any pre-built application, right? Or you can say this app exchange provide free application as well as paid application, right? Simply what you need to do, you need to download your application in your Salesforce. That is not physically downloaded in your system. Basically, it will integrate with your Salesforce, right? And you can utilize the services. Suppose if you want to utilize one application that is used to calculate your loan amount or loan interest related things, or you want to generate your installment, right? Either you can create your own. If that kind of application is available in the app action, simply you can download. Maybe that particular application is freely available or maybe paid depending on your company policy and requirement. Simply you can purchase and utilize. Now, how to learn and use Salesforce platform? Now, Salesforce basically provide different type of version for each product, such as we have Sale Cloud, Service Cloud, right? We have Commerce Cloud. We can register with pay version, or you can say free version. Now, this version is known as editions. The pay edition are only available for temporary duration, right? Suppose if you go to your Salesforce website and try to create a specific type of account, right? So we have some paid account, and we have one developer account. Developer account, basically they are free, right? And you can utilize without any restriction of time period. That means when you create your developer account, and if you are using uh, it frequently, so this particular account is available for use. There is no restriction for the time period. But if you choose a specific type of account, then you can utilize the services, but for a specific time period, right? So for learning purpose, what we need to do, we need to create a free developer account. So you can see when we open the Salesforce edition page, then it will show like this. We have different edition, and you can see the price over here, and there is one button, try for free, right? Suppose if you create your account by using this button, so you are able to utilize the features of the Salesforce. For that you are registered, but for a limited period, right? But when you create your developer account, so it is freely available, and limitation is only one or two user is allowed to create, and one user is login at a time, right? And there is a limit for number of record you are able to create. That means the storage size. So in the Salesforce, we have Sale Cloud, Service Cloud, we have Marketing Cloud. Basically, that is related to the marketing activity, right? So what is addition? Any company implementing Salesforce for the first time or getting migrated to salesforce.com, the CRM, should first choose the type of Salesforce edition based on their business need, the company size, the number of user, the features needed, and storage required, right? In other words, a set of Salesforce features that is wrapped together in a bundle for access, right? What we call it addition. That means addition depends on the requirement of your company. So we can say we have essential, professional, enterprise, and unlimited edition. So every edition has their you can say features, like for if we talk about essential, a design for a small business, right? If we talk about professional, that is designed for business requiring full flash CRM functionality, right? If we talk about enterprise, so enterprise basically contain your professional as well as, you can say, we have for complex business organization, right? Large and complex business organizations, for that we use enterprise. If we talk about unlimited, so in unlimited we don't have a limitation of storage, right? So it provide all the functionality, so depending on the requirement we can purchase. So that is the URL, www.salesforce.com.in product slash sale cloud slash pricing. When you open this particular link, you get the screen like that. Now if you create your account by using this button, so you get the features of either essential, professional, enterprise, or unlimited. But the limitation is it is only for 1 month, right? Now, suppose the first step that you need to perform, you need to create a developer account, right? For creating a developer account, what you need to do? You need a login ID. Uh, After creating a successful developer account, what you need to do? You need to log in. And for login your developer account, the URL that is required is login.salesforce.com, right? So you can utilize this particular URL to log in into your account. But when we talk about other edition, so in other edition we have two URL, that is login.salesforce.com, and second one is test.salesforce.com. Now the purpose of this particular URL, suppose if you are login into login.salesforce.com, it is like your production environment. That means your live environment, right? Where the actual user of the system is using your Salesforce, right? That means that it is a live environment. Now second one is test.salesforce.com. When you log in into your system, basically that is also known as sandbox, or you can say the development environment, where you are developing when you are developing your application, right? Test.salesforce.com, where you are developing the thing. Before moving the things into test environment, into the production environment, we need to develop all the things in the sandbox. When all the things is finalized and running properly, then what we need to do, we need to migrate the things from sandbox to production environment. Basically we are developing the things in sandbox, because if you are doing the things in your production environment, maybe it will break any particular flow. So maybe it will break the working of the live environment. So before moving the things into the live environment, that is your production, we need to work into the sandbox environment, right? When all the things is done perfectly, what you need to do, just migrate the things from sandbox to production, right? But in the case of our developer edition, we need to work in login.salesforce.com. Okay. So before working with your Salesforce, you need to first create your developer account, right? So if you want to learn Salesforce for long term, you need to create a developer account. It is free edition. This will have features closer to the higher end edition of pay edition, which does not have any expiry date. But if you choose your pay edition, it is a trial version and it will expire in 30 days. Basically, it contains all the functionality that we want to view, right? So simply you need to create your developer account. For that, what you need to do, I will show you. Go to the Google and you need to write Salesforce Developer Edition. Get your own developer edition. So you can look at the URL developer.salesforce.com/sign up, right? So you need to open this particular URL, fill the form, and get your own developer edition, right? So it is a full featured copy of Lightning platform for free, right? After creating an account, what you need to do? You need to log in. For login, you require this particular URL, login.salesforce.com. And you need to log in with your account. You need to just provide your login ID and password. One minute. Okay, when you log in this into your Salesforce account, either it will redirect into your classic environment or maybe lightning environment. So first we need to understand what these two environment, right? In Salesforce we have two user interface. The first one is your classic environment, and second one is your lightning environment. Now, the current environment that you are viewing is your lightning environment. Initially, when the Salesforce is launched, the first user interface that come into existence is your classic environment, right? Basically, this particular environment is built for your desktop, right? After that, when we have different kind of devices, they build new user interface that is known as lightning, right? So you can choose either your classic environment or lightning environment, right? The new one is your lightning, and there is one option available that can be utilized to navigate between your classic environment and lightning environment. So before moving, we need to first understand the features. Now, this particular 9 dots is known as app launcher. All the app that is a part of your Salesforce environment, you can access from here. Just you need to click over here, and all the existing apps is visible over here. So we have service, we have marketing, we have community, and you can simply click on view all. Now you can view all the apps. That particular app may be custom app, or you can say standard app. Standard app that is a part of your Salesforce environment, or we have some custom app. Custom app may be created by the user of the system, or we can maybe some of the app is installed from the app actions. So you can view all the app, right? Now there is option visit app exchange, right? Just click over it. It will directly move to your app exchange. Now from here, you can download any app, right? Okay. This is your quick find. Quick find, with the help of quick find, we can open any tools that is a part of your Salesforce. Suppose if you want to open one feature like users, just you need to write user and it will directly search. Right? I type users and it will search, right? So by this quick find, you can search anything in a Salesforce. Now we have global search, right? You can also search anything, right? You can even search value, right? If you want to search a specific name of employee, right? You can type the name and it will search, right? We have this option here. You can choose setting and logout option. We have switch to Salesforce classic environment, right? We have one option that is setup. When we click on setup, basically it will open this particular screen where we have home tab and object manager, right? Suppose I click on this icon and choose switch to Salesforce classic. Then it will change your user interface into classic environment, right? Now there is one option switch to lightning environment, right? So currently we have this facility that allow us to navigate between the Lightning environment as well as the classic environment, right? Now, if we talk about app, then this is app launcher. So you can view all the existing app in your Salesforce environment. In Lightning, we have 9 dots that is known as app launcher. Now you can see if you open any particular app, right? So basically, app is nothing. App is a collection of tab, you can say, in simple words, right? So all the tab basically that is a collection. So every app basically contain tabs, and tab is used to navigate to your object or maybe your Visual Force page or maybe Lightning page, right? So what we need to do, we need to create objects in Salesforce. Objects is a basic building block, and different things like Visual Force and Lightning pages. After creating the things, we need to map the things with tab, and we make the tab is a part of your application, right? So that means when we open any particular app, then it will show all the related tabs, and when we click on tab, then it will open the object or the BF page, whatever it is, right? Then we moving to Lightning experience. Whatever the work you are working in your classic, you can easily view into your Lightning environment, right? So that is the user interface that we are going to use. So basically, there are two user interface: the classic and Lightning, right? Classic, the old one, basically it is built for desktop, and when we talk about Lightning, so we can say it is built for any devices like desktop, mobile, or any devices, right? So we know how to log in into your system and how to launch your application, right? So next thing, what is app? So app is a short note for application, a collection of component. Application means it is a collection of component, that is tab, report, your dashboard, and your Visual Forces pages, right? So Salesforce provides some standard app. That means when we open our Salesforce platform, we have some predefined application, right? Like that is for sales, call center. So we can utilize any existing app according to the way that we are working. In addition, we can have packages, right, that we can install from the app exchange, right? The next thing, what is tab? Tab user interface to see your object information in your Salesforce. So you can say we have a tab like this. We have like home, chatter, campaigning, lead, account, contact. So if you want to open any particular thing, like suppose if you want to view your accounts, then what you need to do, you need to click on this tab, that is account tab. When you click on your account tab, it will open the associated component. That component be your Visual Force page, maybe any object, or maybe any other thing, right? We also understand what is app exchange. App exchange is a marketing place, right, where hundreds of cloud application is available, right? Number of application are freely available, and number of application there are paid. So basically you can install according to your requirement. And URL for this, appexchange.salesforce.com, right? Like if we open like appexchange.salesforce.com, and it will list all the apps that are available, right? And you can filter the app based on the category, and you can search. So we can see we have category. If you want to install any sale related app, then just click on sale. If you want to install any customer services related, then just click on customer services. If you want to install application any related to human resource, then just click on human resource, right? So it will categorize the app, and you can search your application, right? And that particular application may be free or paid. There is filter available. You can choose filter and search your application, and simply you need to install, right? So there is n number of application available. You can simply install your application, right? So we can also see it provide this paid application. And if you want to view like this particular thing, it is freely available, and this is free, this is paid. So you can basically install according to your requirement or need, right? So if you want to open anything like when we start the session next Saturday, then we talk about objects. So opening anything, just click on this gear icon, click on the setup. When we click on the setup, it will move the screen where we have the 9 dots, that is known as app launcher. We have home tab and object manager, right? Basically this is for used for global search, and this is used to find any particular command, right? We have object manager. Basically object is a basic building block of anything. It is just you can say it is just like tables, and in any other you can say we have our DBMS or RDMS, we have tables. So object is act like a table, right, that contain information in the form of row and columns. Row means your record, and column means the field, right? So we have n number of objects available in this particular org. So basically when we talk about objects, so in simple words, it is a table. So in Salesforce, we have two kind of objects. The one is standard object, and second is custom object. When we talk about standard object means the object that is a part of your Salesforce environment that is pre-created, right? So we can say they are standard. Like in the case of Sale Cloud, we have contact, accounts, opportunities, right? So they are standard. And when we talk about custom, So custom object is a object that is created by user. Like if you want to store the information of your employee, in that particular case, the object is maybe not available in your system. Maybe you need to create that particular object. So in that particular case, that is your custom object, right? So from next session, we learn how to create objects, how to create fields, right? And how to manage the data, and how to create a you can say manage the UI that is used to accept information for a particular record, right? So during the session, what you need to do in the session last, you can ask any question that is related to current day session, right? So we will try to provide the solution, right? Even you can ask any query in a group, right? And you need to perform each of the activity that we perform in the session, right? So that's all for today's session. We will cover the next session in next Saturday, right? So over to Amrit.
Hey, yeah. Thank you, Ajay. Thank you. That was a great session.
Yeah.
So we'll be having these all again. Uh, so next week we have session on admin. So we would be continuing all these things. Stay tuned and do share, like, subscribe to our channel, as well as you can like share it to your friends for joining. Right. If you have any question, you can like ask Ajay right now. We still have
Yes, this admin session is only for Saturday, right? So every Saturday we need to connect at 7, right? And for 1 hour, and we need to complete all the 10 session, right? So that's all for today. We will connect next Saturday, right? Bye.
Okay. Thank you, Ajay. Thank you. Thank Ajay. You can end this session, right?